I ain't gonna say a lot, man, but to my recognition, man, you like one of the first generation Bloods on YouTube with a nice following, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember I started like
I
3 years
think
ago.
you like with the Blood Chronicle thing, you might have even before the Queen's Flip and all that shit.
Yo, to be honest with you, hell yeah, yo. I'm glad you're saying that because you must be studying your history or you must have been following me from the beginning because I was the first one with that Chronicle shit in anything before Gangster Chronicles, before anything. So when you see New York Blood Chronicles rise to power, that was my fucking thoughts of, yo, let me give the public the shit I seen and what I went through while I was in there. So I was like, you know what? They only see me. So by the time we got to Queen's Flip, the public never seen any faces to the myth of all the people they seen or heard about.
Definitely. But that was before. That's before all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
all that.
If you really think about it, like New York YouTube Bloods, all of this shit kind of spawned
off of me.
Like that's why I said, if do you think that, like, I honestly to you, this I'm asking you, like I'm not, you know, I'm trying to like you deserve your roses because you kind of really pioneered this shit, honestly, son. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't open that door, the other doors might not have opened. You feel me?
Yo, I'm glad you acknowledged that because I wasn't even thinking of it like that because I'm gonna tell you, being that all right, so it's a good segue into how I started. So I'm gonna throw the question out there for you.
Yeah.
Since you brought it into the area. So how I started on YouTube was from the time I met Casanova at Milk River one time at a function and shit.
Yeah.
And when we met, we exchanged numbers and we was talking, and I was asking him about, yo, playing me a role in like this movie I had wrote called Born to Suffer, right? So I was like, yo, you probably fit the character right of me because he was in shape. He was swaggy. He had like a gel. I was like, yeah, you probably could play Stakkstone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was fucking with the nigga. I was fucking with the nigga music. I was fucking with his swag. He's from Brooklyn, whatever. So we exchanged numbers and that was that. I think a year later, the nigga signs the Rock Nation and he come out with that Blood record. So I'm like, damn, that nigga, he never told me he was homie. Like, he never told me he was a Stone. He's a Gorilla Stone. That means he came from like a part of me. Because if he came from a Stone, that means he came from one of my homies that was original with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who that is. That was one of my 31. So he came from that. So why would he acknowledge me knowing that Stakkstone is a big fish in that shit?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't no small potato ass nigga. It's like, yo, acknowledge that nigga. That nigga put that work in for niggas to breathe out here. You know what I'm saying? So I made a video and it went viral. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I don't respect him. Boom. When it went viral, I kind of regretted it because I should have handled it because I had his number, right? So I think that Henny got in me and I handled it that way. But it wasn't no, like, me and him never made up. I wish we would have made up because maybe he could have avoided certain situations he was getting himself in. You know what I'm saying? I really tried to get to be like an OG to him, like to give him wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But out here in New York, they try to diminish the OGs over here. They don't give you no respect. The OGs, if you got the bag, you become an OG. So
that's a fact. It's a lot of riders. I tell you, it's a lot of people ride coattails. Like, overall, do you get the credit for being like one of the first, or do you think certain people try to steal or take away from your shine, or dim your light?
Nah, they can't. I'm God, like, bro, my shit. They can't stop my shine. You could tell. Look at the karma from everybody that was on that Queen's Flip interview, bro.
I can see that. I definitely can see that because I don't see Killer Cats no more.
Nobody can stop what God has intended for you, man. Nobody.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
You one of the ones.
That's why I don't I don't care to get into controversy, to sell, the clout chase, and none of that shit, man. Because I got so much information I can ruin niggas on YouTube. And I got facts, but I don't need to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. I don't need, because you know what? I feel like God to handle all that type of stuff, man. I don't need to, because everything I say and everything I tell you and everything I do is going to be the truth. Nobody going to be able to dispute it. That's why you can have nobody saying anything bad about me in prison, man. I caught a new charge for this shit.
So how's your relationship with like some of the dudes that you was on YouTube with, like with KK and CK and Wildcat?
I mean, I don't really talk to. I talk to CK sometimes, time and shit. We all right. I don't talk to KK. That relationship is dissolved. I can't really see myself, you know what I'm saying, involved with him. But everybody else is cool. I'm cool. I never really had no beef with Wildcat, and me and Mel Cross, cool. I never had no beef with Cross, so that's it. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool with Flip. Like, I ain't got no drama. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, nobody did nothing to me. Nobody put no hands on me. Nothing. I'm all right, man. So I just keep it even, cordial, and that's it.
Do you regret like ever making the L gang comment on the Queens Flip thing?
Yo, let me tell you, it's a lot of misinformation about different information with blood shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was told at one point, I think somebody told me that shit and I just forgot it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was minor.
You gotta live and you learn.
Yeah, even though somebody can say what they say, it still don't take the fact away from who the fuck I am and that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you put in a lot of work.
And that's a fact. That can't be disputed, right or wrong.
Put in a lot of work. You know,
so what does that mean? I slipped up. Say if I say one slip up, what does that mean? It don't mean that I didn't put the work in. It don't mean I ain't spent 4 years in solitary.